Hey everybody, how's it going? It's FamKam. Tonight we're going to be doing something that is kind of new to this channel, but something I do over on Twitch fairly often. Heartbeat sounds through a stethoscope. The earpieces of the stethoscope are connected to the ears of this 3DO. So you will be listening to my heart the way a doctor would. And while you hear my heartbeat, I will be reading some facts about the heart from an article I found from Healthline.com. Link to the article down below in the description. Number 1. The average heart size is the size of a fist in an adult. The average heart size is the size of a fist in an adult. So if you take your fist and put it against your chest, chances are your heart is that big or close to it. Number 2, your heart will beat about 115,000 times a day. That's amazing. Imagine doing that much of anything a day. Your heart just keeps going and it never takes a break, hopefully. But imagine taking that many steps in one day. That would be nuts. Number 3, your heart pumps about 2,000 gallons of blood every day. 2,000 gallons. That also is nuts. So imagine you have a gasoline canister that holds about 2 gallons. The amount of blood your heart pumps a day, on average, it's going to fill 1,000 of those. That's crazy to think about. Number 4, an electrical system controls the rhythm of your heart. It's called the cardiac conduction system. I guess that's why getting electrocuted causes problems in the heart. I mean, don't quote me on it. I'm not a doctor, but it makes sense, does it not? Number 5, the heart can continue beating even when it's disconnected from the body. That I didn't know. I would have thought that it would have to be connected to the rest of your nervous system for the electricity to flow through. But apparently, I guess it does. For a while, anyway. That's crazy. Always makes me think of that scene in The Living Daylights where Bond and Kara open up a cooler and it has a heart beating in it. But there's like little electrical alligator clips on each side. Keep me inanimated. And Bond is like, that's not a human, that's an animal's heart. I can't do Timothy Dalton's Welsh accent. But anyway. Number 6, the first open heart surgery occurred in 1893. It was performed by Daniel Hale Williams, who was one of the few black cardiologists in the United States at the time. That's amazing. That's actually longer ago than I thought. Number 7, the first implantable pacemaker was used in 1958. Arne Larson? Or is it Arne Larson? Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Arne Larson, who received the pacemaker, lived longer than the surgeon who implanted it. Larson died at 86 of a disease that was unrelated to his heart. Wow. Does anybody know what that disease was? I'm sure somebody does, but it doesn't say here. 8, the youngest person to receive heart surgery was only a minute old. She had a heart defect that many babies don't survive. Her surgery was successful, but she'll eventually need a heart transplant. Makes sense. Number 9, the earliest known case of heart disease was identified in the remains of a 3,500-year-old Egyptian mummy. That's interesting. So they discovered heart disease in a 35-year-old Egyptian mummy before identifying it in any living body. That's crazy to think about. Number 10. The fairy fly, which is a kind of wasp, has the smallest heart of any living creature. That's got to be pretty tiny. Number 11. The American Pygmy shrew is the smallest mammal, but it has the fastest heartbeat at 1,200 beats per minute. That makes sense, because smaller animals do tend to have much faster heartbeats, because not a lot of blood is going in at each beat with that tiny heart, so it's got to pump faster to make up for it. Number 12. Whales have the largest heart of any mammal. Now that makes sense. Number 13. The giraffe has a lopsided heart, with their left ventricle being thicker than the right. Wow. This is because left side has to get blood up the giraffe's long neck to reach their brain. That makes sense. That makes sense. Number 14. Most heart attacks happen on a Monday. Go figure. I'm glad I'm not putting this video out on a Monday. Number 15. Christmas Day is the most common day of the year for heart attacks to happen. I guess that makes sense. All the stress of the holidays and all the food that's being consumed, a lot of politics being discussed among the family. Hopefully your Christmas is better than what I just described. Number 16. The human heart weighs less than 1 pound. However, a man's heart on average is 2 ounces heavier than a woman's heart. Interesting. Obviously, that's going by averages. I'm sure there's some women with bigger hearts than me. I'm sure they're out there. Number 17. A woman's heart beats slightly faster than a man's heart. Again, definitely a generalization, because our heartbeats vary, our heart rates vary rather. In fact, let me take a look at what my current heart rate is. 87. Makes sense. I just drank some liquid cashew yogurt, which has a lot of sugar. So, and thinking about it made my heart pound louder. Oh well. Number 18. The beating of the sound of your heart is caused by the valves of the heart opening and closing. That I knew. When I was in high school, I had the unfortunate experience of having to dissect a cow's heart, and it was the most foul thing I ever smelled. But anyway, that's how I got to see the anatomy of inside heart, because it was similar to a human's heart. That's why it made sense, although I don't really support using actual animals' organs in school, obviously. But that's me. Number 19. It's possible to have a broken heart, like a literal broken heart, not just being crushed, but like have your heart actually straight up literally broken. It's called broken heart syndrome and can have similar symptoms as a heart attack. The difference is that a heart attack is from heart disease, and broken heart syndrome is caused by a rush of stress hormones from an emotional or physical stress event. Yikes. I've been there, but thankfully never that bad. Yet. Number 20. Death from a broken heart or broken heart syndrome is possible, but extremely rare. Number 21. The iconic heart shape as a symbol of love is traditionally thought to come from the silphium plant, which was used as an ancient form of birth control. Interesting. Number 22. If you were to stretch out your blood vessel system, it would extend over 60,000 miles. Dang, I knew was far. I think that's over halfway around the world. That's insane to think about, all that fitting inside your body, and that's just your blood vessels. Anyway, number 23. Heart cells stop dividing, which means heart cancer is extremely rare. That's a relief to know. Number 24. Laughing is good for your heart. It reduces stress and gives a boost to your immune system. And supposedly, ASMR does that too. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, of course, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if there's any other kind of facts that you'd like me to read in a future video. And if you're new here, click the red subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss another video I upload daily. That being said, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And until then, as always, stay chill. Take care.